Hey everyone, so thanks for tuning in to listen to 5 random facts about myself. I was tagged by HomeSpaGoddess, so thank you very much for tagging me to share with you these 5 facts. I kind of wrote them down, so I'm not so impromptu. I'm not the most interesting person. So, let's see. The first fact dates back to high school. I'm a grad student right now. But in high school, the biggest thing for me was band. Yes, I was a humongous band nerd. I played the clarinet and piano since I was in 5th grade through senior year in high school. And then I picked up the tenor sax the last 2 years of high school. I played clarinet in concert band and marching band. Piano, I don't know, personally and competitively by myself, and tenor sax I played in jazz band, and jazz band was awesome, by the way. And during my junior and senior years, I applied or auditioned to become the drum major of our marching band. And a drum major isn't a person who plays the drums. It's someone who conducts a marching band during the football halftime shows. So if you see high school people marching out in the field during halftime, and there's this one loser with a baton, it's kind of waving their arms and conducting the band, that would be me. I was a drum major. We had 2. We had a junior and a senior, so I served as junior and senior drum major. And it was awesome. I love marching. I love how it's kind of like a big game, as Simon Says, where you're like, oh, left face, forward, march, you know, stuff like that. I really liked it. And I went to this place called the George N. Parks Drum Major Academy, which is in Amherst, Massachusetts, I believe. And he he travels all around the country to do these things, and it's awesome because hundreds of banders just get together and learn how to march and conduct and do flags, and yeah, so I like that. And I could twirl the mace or the baton or whatever. So that's a fact about me. I kind of forgot about it. A second one about me is that I love coffee. I drink at least 1 cup a day, maybe 2. I found that if I drink too much caffeine, I get all hyper and jittery and I start to shake and stuff. Yeah, don't drink too many. I think my limit is 4 before I start to flip out. So I drink Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks. I have a Hello Kitty coffee maker. I sometimes make, espresso drinks with this little espresso machine I got from Walmart. It was $20. And I put syrups in there and whipped cream, and yeah, so I love coffee. If you want to buy me a cup, let me know. And actually, you don't know who I am. Anyway, background-wise, so that's the second thing. But background-wise, I am Chinese, totally 100% Chinese. My grandparents, all 4 of them, were from China. And then they moved to Taiwan to flee from the communists and such. And my parents were both born and raised in Taiwan. And then they came to the U.S. to study for grad school. And I was born and raised here. So I'm an American-born Chinese, or ABC. And I'm totally American. In every sense of the word, I guess. But, yeah. I don't really speak Mandarin that well. My sister is older than me, and when she went to kindergarten, she couldn't speak a drop of English. So the ESL teacher for my sister was to my parents, if you want her to learn English, you should speak English at home and stop freaking confusing her. So with me, they were well, okay, let's just speak English then. So, yeah, it's kind of a bummer because now I wish I could speak it to, my Chinese friends here at school or my grandparents. Yeah, that'd be great. So I know some. Yeah, I was about to say something, but I'm going to embarrass myself with my thick American accent. So that's the third thing about myself. I am a huge nerd, and not only am I a band nerd, I'm an actual nerd. I'm engineering, and my favorite engineering thingies are programming in C++, Java, MATLAB, microcontrollers, some Linux, Unix. I don't use that operating system at all, not really. I have a Mac. I love my Mac. So I love programming in all senses of the word. I love learning, Visual Basic, does that really count? So, yeah, I like helping people too. Fun. In addition to programming, I like instrumentation, which is where you kind of wire little circuit boards and you make gadgets and stuff. So I don't really have a huge background in that, but I'm taking a class right now in it, and it is the most awesome class ever to design devices all day. And yeah, huge nerd. And the last fact about myself is that I think junior year, I went to go visit colleges, and when I was at one of them in particular, I had fainted for some unknown reason, and then I fell to my knees based on my mom's account, and then I fell backwards and I fractured my skull. It was right behind my ear, and I woke up and I was out of it, being oh, where am I? And yeah, they did a CAT scan, and it showed that there was a little bit of blood seeping into my skull, but not into the sac that contains my brain, I guess. So they were oh, you're fine. So they did glucose blood testing. They did Holter monitoring of my ECG to see irregular heartbeats. Maybe that was the reason. They were going to do an MRI, but they didn't in the end. So I got a skull fracture, and I was out of school for a week. So everyone was freaked out. They thought I had, I don't know, had brain trauma and I would never be the same again. But I was fine. It just looked like I had a bruise. But for that whole week, I was so sensitive to light and movement. I just lay there as a vegetable, and my mom served me applesauce and simple foods, and I drew all the curtains so that it was pitch black, and it was really weird because I thought I'd be messed up. But then I started going to school again, and everything was fine. Maybe I got smarter. So yeah, that's 5 things about myself. I have to tag 5 other people. Yes, I will look through my subscribers, since you guys are the one who support me, and I'll send you a message, and it'll be over, I can't do this, here in the comments, who I tagged. So